What is happening, you guys? Alright, today is Saturday, the 23rd of March. We are currently in the Loma Linda area of San Bernardino, San Bernardino, California, you guys. My home area originally. Alright, we are currently heading westbound on Interstate 10. We're going to make a delivery to the Americold facility in Ontario, California. It's the same place that I just picked up a load from a week or two ago. Only difference is I'm delivering instead of picking up. Alright, so we're just about to pass by the 215 freeway here in Colton, San Bernardino area. Should be, it's about a 17-mile trip from here. Alright, so that's what's going on now. Alright, so now let's get to the nitty-gritty of what we're going to talk about today before we deliver this. Alright, now would be regarding my dad and his health. Let me slide over here. I'm not sure I really want to move over just yet with the interchange coming up here. Since we're going to have, on-ramp traffic possibly here, probably some more coming off southbound 215 and whatnot, but we'll deal with it. Alright, so anyway, so we found out earlier this year, I think it was early this year that my dad had what was believed to be Alzheimer's. Now, here's the problem. No testing was really ever done. They never did any MRIs or CT scans or whatever. I'm not even sure if they did blood work. Maybe they did, I don't know, but alright, so doing a little bit of research on Alzheimer's. Because my grandmother died from it, and it's so my dad, that was one of my dad's biggest fears, was getting that same problem. He didn't want to have that be what ended his life. But anyway, so basically there's a couple of proteins that are associated with Alzheimer's. It's basically beta amyloid is what it's called. And there are two types that are usually looked for Alzheimer's patients in general, and that's amyloid beta 40 and amyloid beta 42. That can be checked in a blood test. But now my understanding is the reliability of those blood tests isn't the greatest, but it at least gives you an idea if they're kind of what the probability is of it being of a person having Alzheimer's, or that they will have it or something. And because they check for how much of each of those is in the blood, and then also what the ratios are. And basically the closer the numbers are to each other, the more likely the person is to have Alzheimer's. Doesn't mean they will, but there's a better likelihood they do. Now, there are different forms of dementia as well. I'm talking only about Alzheimer's. Also, though, they usually do an MRI of the brain. I don't know how that works. I guess they can detect the presence of the plaque buildup on the brain from an MRI. That's associated with these beta amyloids that I'm talking about. And alright, so no such thing was ever done on my dad. Now, I'll add in here he does have type 2 diabetes, and some of this, I know some of my regulars here have that also. Corey D, I know you have it. Ant-Man, I can't remember if you have it also, or other issues. I know they've been out there, with the regular crew used to always watch my live stream, so I know at least 2 or 3 of you guys said you had type 2 diabetes. And the reason why I brought that up is because back last summer, my dad was having issues with being faint, And it was mainly concern about whether it was maybe his blood sugar was too high or low. I don't have diabetes. Sorry, I'm a little ignorant on this. Yeah, I kind of learned what I can from my dad and my wife, but I'm a bit limited on my exact knowledge of everything related to diabetes. But anyway, yeah, I think it was suspected that it could have been related to diabetes, and they ended up doing a CT scan at that time and didn't find anything. Nothing abnormal at all. So fast forward now in November. Okay, so I'm kind of going back chronologically, from the past to present now. November came around, and my dad went over, basically moved his travel trailer, his and my mom's travel trailer, over to my sister and her husband's house for whatever purpose. And I remember my brother-in-law talking about how he backed that thing into there like a pro, like a seasoned pro, like he was like a 30-year experienced trucker or something. Yeah, and there was not a damn thing wrong with him back then. But I did kind of wonder if there was something going on though, even a whole year ago, because my parents and I all play a game on Facebook called Quiz Planet. And come on, car, you don't have to slow down. That truck's already up in front of you. Now you're making this a problem for this Explorer and me. All right. Well, anyway, we regularly play Quiz Planet, and now before anything, my dad and I used to be somewhat evenly matched, I would say. Yeah, I probably had a little bit more of an upper hand against him, but are you going to come over or not, Explorer? Or are you just going to get off at Cedar and are you going to wait till the very last second to decide to come over? I don't get why people do this shit. If he's going to stay in that lane that long, he better be getting off at Cedar. Alright, anyway, like I said, it wasn't like it was ever a blowaway kind of thing. It was more like somewhat evenly matched, but maybe me an advantage. I'm not going to keep doing 52. I don't know why this blue car keeps doing this. Yeah, they keep being a distraction to keep me from being able to continue my discussion here. Alright, so my mom, though, on the other hand, she kicks my ass. She usually beats me like by a 2-to-1 ratio, and how often she wins and how often I win. You guys think I'm a smart dude? Yeah, wait till you meet my mom. She's even smarter. But anyway, so last year, basically early last year came around, and I noticed, I guess a tangible difference in his, or a palpable difference in his ability to match me or beat me, whatever, on that game. So I always kind of wondered what's going on here. I thought maybe he was just like multitasking and distracted with stuff or whatever. I wasn't really sure. I didn't think anything of it, but at the same time, it was noticeable. And so fast forward now with the other issues there. November, he seems like he's just fine, and then early this year, and mind you, it's barely, it's late in May, it's late March right now. We're only 2.5, not quite 3 full months into the year yet. And early this year, he started getting much more noticeable symptoms that are consistent with Alzheimer's. Well, could have been Alzheimer's or anything else. It was basically some memory loss issues or some cognitive issues or whatever. And my mom got him to the doctor, and they talked about what was going on and all that, and then the doctor suspected Alzheimer's. And in follow-up, they realized that, hey, this is progressing very rapidly. Now, most people, when they get Alzheimer's, because Alzheimer's has 7 stages, there's different types of symptoms that'll arise with each stage. And even when I first found out, he was probably in that stage 1 to 2 area, but it was very rapidly progressing from 2 to 3, and then 3 to 4, and then 4 to 5, and then now he was already showing signs of stage 6 just in a couple of months. So, and my sister, me, and my husband, and not my husband, my sister's husband, we had talked about this actually the very beginning of this month, even wondering, is there a possibility it's not even Alzheimer's? Is it possible it could be like a tumor or something related to his diabetes or something? That's why I brought up the diabetes, by the way. Because those of you guys who have diabetes might be able to give me some input on that, on if that can cause, brain or memory or cognitive or whatever types of problems. Yeah, great. Come on over and hit your brakes in front of me while there's merging traffic. That's pretty smart. And I know these guys are probably trying to get off at Citrus, though, but I kind of need the next exit, though, so I don't want to be, I need that one on the Boulevard, which is not too far down the road here. I don't want to move out of this lane. I don't want to risk not being able to get back over when I need to. Alright, so there's that. And like I said, I always kind of question, is there a possibility it could be a brain tumor of some sort, or a tumor in the head, whatever. And my brother-in-law, was talking about how a really good friend of his and my sister's had he had some similar symptoms at one point, and turned out it was indeed a brain tumor. It was a benign one too, so they were able to, and he was having problems talking even after that. Oh, come on, dump truck. But yeah, they were able to remove his tumor, and he was back to normal. In fact, when my brother-in-law just retired recently, I went to his retirement party, and that same individual that he was talking about was there, and I was talking to him, and he seemed like there was nothing at all wrong with him. Alright, so we were really pondering that. Was there something else going on? It's like, this seemed like it was progressing too rapidly, because most people with Alzheimer's, usually it takes at least a few years. Usually they say 3 to 7 years, even 3 to 10 years or whatever, before they progress from early stage, like stage 1 to stage 7. So, there's something not right about this. We knew there was something not, but we were questioning it. And we were always wondering, how come an MRI hasn't been done yet? But after he was progressing basically through the regular textbook stages of Alzheimer's, the doctor became more and more convinced that it really was Alzheimer's, and that there was less and less need to do any expensive scans of his body and brain and all that. So, well, fast forward to a couple days ago, and he gets up early in the morning, I guess goes to try to use the restroom, whatever, or I don't know, or he was trying to bathe or whatever he was trying to do, I don't know. But he ends up falling and hitting his shoulder blade on the tub. And he was also very lethargic, and if I must say, it sounded like signs of hypoxia, which is insufficient oxygen to the brain. And then when my mom had to actually call my brother-in-law over to ask him if he could help get him back to bed, and they do that, and I guess my brother-in-law had noticed that he was. Both the lethargia, and also saw some signs of like maybe he might have had a stroke. So they end up getting talking to the doctor again, and the doctor said go ahead and take him to the ER. Let's see, let me Alright, I need to slide over. I'll watch for these cars here. Alright. So anyway, though, oh shit, you know what, I thought this lane was going to exit only onto Etowanda. Anyway, yeah, they get him to the doctor. I mean, actually get him to the ER yesterday. They were trying to get an MRI done, but I guess they don't do MRIs except scheduled MRIs. And they weren't able to get him fit into the schedule, but they were able to do a CT scan on him. And they ended up finding out that he had a pretty sizable mass in his head that's actually putting pressure on his brain. Now, mind you, he had just gotten a CT scan done in July for that that faintness or whatever, and it was unremarkable for the most part there. So you had to wonder, maybe there was something there that they just didn't catch. And with the tumor or whatever it is, we don't even know yet if it's benign or malignant, if it's operable or not. So it's really hectic on us now. You know, my own experiences with fighting cancer. Yeah, and also with other stuff. Yeah, I've learned that uncertainty is worse than certainty. If knowing that you're going to die is actually not as difficult as having no clue what exactly is going on and how, where it's going to surprise you. Like what bad news are you going to surprise me with next or whatever? You never know. And yeah, I had to deal with that myself when I got told I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. Or actually, I didn't even know if it was Hodgkin's. I don't want to go into too much of the detail there because it'll take away from the discussion on my dad. That's something I can talk about another. I think I talked about it before anyway. But yeah, uncertainty is a huge cause of stress when it comes to medical concerns. So I was more, I was not happy about the news about my dad having Alzheimer's or believing to have Alzheimer's now. But at the same time, it's like I'm a very logical person too. I'm one of those the only thing I can guarantee will ever happen to anybody on this planet is that you will die. It's just a matter of when and how and why. So, and my dad's 72. He's going to be 73 really soon here. And now I think he should still have time left to work with. But at the same time, it's like, we kind of knew that, you know that this is going to eventually happen someday regardless. We're going to have to bury him at some point in time. Just rather not be right away and not this soon, but you never know. It's I'm ready for the inevitability that it was going to happen. But so knowing that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and I was already even resigned to the thought that at the rate he's going, he's not even going to make it through this year. I guess I've been more at peace with that. It hasn't been so mentally or emotionally taxing on me as it has been for the rest of my family. Because for one, I'm a guy, I have Asperger's too, so I'm extremely logical in nature. And my mom and sisters are all women; they're naturally more emotional. But also, I think the fact that I'm always on the road, and something I learned with this too is, because I'm always on the road, and I don't have as, now I'm very close to my whole family. I've always been very close to my family, but a lot of times with the Asperger's, I'm just in my own little world. And, I don't always keep up with everybody as often as I probably should, but we've always been extremely close, very supportive of each other. No animosity of any kind or whatever. It's like a storybook family. It's I can hardly ask for better. But You know, that same week, now early this month, I was talking about how we were questioning whether it could have been something else. Yeah, this is my street. What is it? What is Legend doing? You're not signaling, and you're starting to encroach into my lane. I don't know what the hell you're up to, dude. But I can tell you one thing: you can get your fucking ass out of my lane. Alright, so come on, you gonna shift gears or not? Don't sit there in neutral forever. See, this is the problem with auto shift. If I had a manual transmission, I'd be in like third or probably that turn there, probably third or maybe fourth gear, and just leave it there. And then I could just hit my throttle and get the damn thing to move. It doesn't have to sit there and know which gear do I pick. Which gear do I pick? I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. Yeah, well, I do. Anyway. Regardless, so that same weekend where we were having that conversation, we went over to my parents' house and were visiting them, and had there was one moment there where my sister just kind of broke down and started crying and embracing my dad and all that, and it was hard for me to see that. Let's say I've already felt like I was mentally and emotionally prepared for having to bury him in the near future, but then I saw that and I'm like, I don't think I'm as prepared for it as I thought I was. Alright, what's up with this other JCT here? Alright, so right about where that car is at up ahead, because we got two driveways right there at the end of the cul-de-sac. There's going to be a comm box right there on the right side. We're going to come up to it, and and then the guard will we probably won't even have to use the comm box. More than likely, the guard will probably see us and open the gate for us. All right, so this guy might just be possibly just out of the way, waiting to get in. Alright, let me go ahead and sit here. I don't know what the car is doing back there. Go ahead. I can't go until the contractor gets out of the way anyway, so. Alright. Anyway, though, it looks like he's been misdiagnosed. We're still not even sure yet if he has Alzheimer's at all. He got airlifted from from the hospital in Barstow to another hospital last night, and I really don't have a clue. He's at the other hospital getting testing done now, and let's see, 7498. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll wait here for the contractor to, the guy to leave first, and then we'll get checked in. Alright guys, he's opening the gate now. Creep our way up. Make sure you have your reflective vest on. They will make you have it on at the shipping office. He won't care about it so much here, but shipping office will. We'll wait on this gate to finish. Gonna need your delivery info, like your PO number, when you get up here to the guard. Looks like it might be the same guy who was here last time I was here. Morning.
Picking up, sir?
Yeah.
You have a PO number?
Sure do.
Okay, I'm just going to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
What time is your appointment?
12:30.
12:30.
Yeah, I think you're the same guy I dealt with last week or two ago. So I was like, yeah, I know your routine.
Okay. Have a good one, sir.
You too. Actually, I don't need this. It's actually pretty nice here. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and back into one of the staging spots up here by where the JCT contractor's at up there. Let me get this on real quick. Now we are going to need to slide tandems back also before we dock in, so probably, I can always do that after I get checked in. Okay, I usually do a U-turn setup in one of the spots. Look like the spot next to him might be, I can't tell if it's vacant or occupied. I think it's occupied. Yeah, it's occupied. So, and he's going to complicate the U-turn setup anyway. So I'll just go ahead and come a little further down. Might put it on the other side of this Crete trailer here. I think that's a Crete. Yeah, that's a Crete trailer. Crete Schaefer. Alright. Scott's famous U-turn setup. That no, why so many people don't do them, I don't know. I've always wondered. I want the front of that other trailer there, that's 2 spots past, to be visible. Okay, it's a little bit tighter than I had planned on, but see how the trailer's tracking in there really nicely. Okay, let me get tilted in this direction because I see that light pole back there. Pretty sure my ICC bar is going to hit it if I don't move. So yeah, we're good there. It's can come back a little bit further there. Can't go too far because there is that chance that I could hit the fence there. Alright, let me get checked in. I'll be right over here. And alright, see how things are. How soon we can get a doctor here. Alright guys, we are checked in. Got a doctor right away. Mostly the same process as when you're picking up a load here. Slide tandems back. Only one difference though is I'm not going to open my trailer doors until they're ready for me. Basically keep the seal on, leave doors shut, and then they'll let you know. Let's see. Dock in. Okay, so we're going to dock in the door 16, which is right over here on our left. Look like we're going to do another U-turn style setup, with, this time with the tandems back. Alright, so we're going to go 2 full spots past, which is basically lined up with this northern trailer. Gonna watch them tandems. You see that? Those tandems are right in front of my door. And I want to get, yeah, the front of that northern trailer visible, and then we'll come back. Might be a little bit on the wide side here, actually, but yeah, I'm off onto the blind side, but it's all right. There's plenty of room to work with there. See if I can get my shit. Alright, yeah, I was wondering if I was going to chase it down on time, though. Because especially with tandems back, it'll run away from you in a hurry. I mean, well, I don't mean run away from you, but yeah, when you're at the wrong angle, it's hard to get a line right back up the right way. Because it's just, it won't react to you, basically, nearly as well as when you have the tandems all the way forward, or if you're pulling a shorter trailer. Alright, we'll leave a little bit of space there. Actually, you know what? You got those posts there. I'm not going to be able to open the doors without pulling forward anyway. Alright, so going back to my dad's situation there, though, like I said, it's I don't know what's all going to happen here. My biggest concern is whether or not it's operable, whether it's benign or malignant, and they still got to do MRI to find out if he even does have Alzheimer's or if it's just the tumor that was causing Alzheimer's-like symptoms. So, needless to say, though, none of us are happy about this. We're pretty pissed off about how the doctor never ordered the testing to confirm. I could tell some more stories about that kind of thing with aircraft maintenance too, by the way. I don't want to, I'm going to make the video too long if I go into those stories, though. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe pocket that till maybe another vlog, and then we'll talk about some of my experiences with troubleshooting, diagnosing problems on airplanes were my specialty, basically, with particularly with flight controls, landing gear, and actuated doors especially. So now we'll get into that later on a different video. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and just hang out here until jump ahead to when we're docking out. Alright guys, we are ready to roll here. We're done unloading. It is 1:38, so it's only a little bit more than an hour after our appointment time. Everything went well overall. No OS&Ds. Unloading didn't take too long. Pleasant experience. And then the lady who works in the receiving office there, I always have a good time interacting with her. She's got definitely a personality and fun, kind of fun demeanor, I guess I would say. Definitely good people. Okay, let me get checked out here real quick and let you know what's going on next.
Paperwork?
Yeah.
Are you empty then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're good then.
Okay. Thanks. All right, guys. So time to get rolling here. Let's wait on the gate to open up here. Alright, so a couple other observations here, though. Now, the check-in part, they don't seem to be the most strict about enforcing the rules, like having a reflective vest on, even though they have signs there telling you to have it on. They also have a sign in there telling you you can't check in unless you're actually parked in an actual staging spot. But yet I just saw a guy park in the runway area and check in like that, and without a reflective vest on. So they didn't seem to really care about it, but you never know. It's I guess your experience could vary with that, if that's even an issue for you. Alright, so where we're going to next, though, I'm going to get my trailer washed out first over here at Little Sister's Truck Wash. All I have to do is come over here to Etiwanda and take Etiwanda up to the other side of I-10 and then head east on Valley Boulevard. And just down the road on the left side is Little Sister's. That's where I'm going to wash out at. Normally I'd go over to Figueroa Truck Wash over there in Colton, Rialto area, but it's 1:42, and I think they have a tendency to close at like 2 in the afternoon on the weekdays, so I don't want to take a chance of that not being open. Then again, I could even just go straight to the drop yard because, yeah, I think they do washouts at our yard too. So I could even do that, just camp out, just go ahead and go straight to our drop yard. And I already have reefer fuel. I already have more than 3/4 reefer fuel, so it's really just a matter of getting washed out and call it good. After that, though, yeah, I'm gonna just park it there in the drop yard for the time being, and then my wife's gonna come down and pick me up there, and we're gonna head over to the hospital to go see how my dad is doing. Fingers crossed, pray, hope, whatever you guys do. I'd appreciate any kind of support there, or I don't know, fate, whatever ends up happening. I don't, there's any number of ways, I guess, wish good karma, whatever your views are, I guess. So, all right, that's all I got, though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Well, probably not enjoying that story, but maybe you enjoyed the experience with the delivery and all that. So, all right, you all have a great day. I'm tentatively set to get back on the road tomorrow, but I may have to push back some more depending on what's going on with my dad's situation, all right? So I'll give you guys more of an update when I can, whenever I do my next vlog, all right? You have a great day. We'll see you then.